Have you ever wondered why the biggest companies in the world, Google and Meta, are so terrified of a simple app filled with dancing videos and funny skits? It seems almost unbelievable, does it not? A multi-trillion-dollar empire built on search and social connections, shaking in its boots because of TikTok. The truth is, this is not just about funny videos. This is a war for the most valuable resource on the planet, your attention. And right now, TikTok is winning. How did this happen? How did an app dismissed by many as a fad for teenagers become the single biggest threat to the giants of Silicon Valley? The story is more fascinating and complex than you might think, and it reveals a fundamental shift in how we interact with the digital world. To understand this battle, we first need to look at how Google and Meta built their empires. Google became the undisputed king of the internet by organizing the world's information. Whenever you had a question, you would Google it. It was a utility, an essential tool. You had a need, and Google provided the answer. This is called intent-based search. You actively seek something out. Meta, formerly Facebook, took a different approach. They built the social graph. They connected you with your friends, your family, and people you knew. Their value was in the network. You went to Facebook or Instagram to see what your friends were up to share your life, and to feel connected. Both models were incredibly powerful and incredibly profitable. They seemed untouchable, but they both missed something huge. They were built for a world where you knew what you wanted or who you wanted to connect with. They were not built for a world of pure, unadulterated discovery. This is where TikTok rewrote the rules. TikTok does not care about who you know. It does not really care what you are actively searching for. Its only mission is to entertain you. Its algorithm, often described as almost psychic, is the secret sauce. From the very first video you watch, it starts learning. It watches how long you linger, if you rewatch, if you like, comment, or share. Every single micro-interaction feeds a machine that is relentlessly optimizing for one thing: keeping your eyes glued to the screen. It is a fire hose of content, perfectly tailored to your subconscious desires. You do not search for content on TikTok. The content finds you. This is the shift from intent-based to discovery-based consumption. And this shift is what is causing panic at Google and Meta headquarters. Why? Because it is stealing away their users' time and attention, the very currency their businesses are built on. Think about it from Google's perspective. For 2 decades, they have been the front door to the internet. But now, a huge number of users, especially younger ones, are not starting their search on Google anymore. If they are looking for a recipe, a travel recommendation, or even how to fix a leaky faucet, they are increasingly typing it into the TikTok search bar. Why? Because they get a visual, engaging, human answer in seconds, often from a real person, not a list of blue links leading to ad-filled websites. A recent study showed that nearly 40% of Gen Z prefer using TikTok and Instagram for search over Google. That is a terrifying statistic for a company whose entire business model is search. This is not just about losing search queries. It is about losing relevance with the next generation of internet users. Google's core product is under attack from a completely unexpected direction. Now let's look at Meta. Instagram, in particular, should have been the one to fend off TikTok. It was the home of visual content, of influencers, of culture. But Instagram was built on the social graph. Your feed was primarily people you chose to follow. It was polished, curated, and often, it felt like an endless highlight reel of perfect lives. TikTok, on the other hand, is raw, authentic, and unpredictable. You are just as likely to see a global superstar as you are to see a plumber from Ohio sharing a useful tip, and both can go viral. This authenticity resonated with people who were tired of the overly perfected world of Instagram. Meta saw the threat and reacted. Their answer was Reels. You have seen it. It is essentially a clone of TikTok, integrated directly into Instagram and Facebook. But here's the problem. It feels like a reaction, not an innovation. They're playing catch-up on TikTok's home turf. While Reels has been successful in keeping some users on the platform, it has also diluted the core experience of Instagram, turning it into a mishmash of photos, stories, and short-form videos, trying to be everything to everyone. So what does this really mean? Why is this battle for attention so critical? Because attention is the gateway to everything else. It is the new oil. Where attention goes, advertising dollars follow. In 2023, TikTok's ad revenue skyrocketed while Meta's growth slowed. Advertisers want to be where the eyeballs are, especially the young, trend-setting eyeballs that are all over TikTok. This is a direct hit to the revenue streams that fund Google's moonshot projects and Meta's vision for the metaverse. If they cannot hold your attention, they cannot sell ads. If they cannot sell ads, their entire business model crumbles. This is not just about losing users to a new app. It is an existential threat. The fight is far from over. Google is now scrambling to integrate more short-form video into its search results with YouTube Shorts, trying to become a destination for discovery itself. They are leveraging their massive creator ecosystem on YouTube to fight back, encouraging their biggest stars to embrace the vertical video format. Meta continues to pour billions into Reels, desperately trying to refine its algorithm to be as addictive as TikTok's. They are in an arms race of artificial intelligence, each trying to build a machine that understands you better than you understand yourself. It is a clash of titans, a battle of algorithms and data scientists working around the clock to capture and hold your gaze for just one more second. But perhaps the most profound change is in us, the users. TikTok has rewired our brains. We have become accustomed to a faster, more dynamic, and constantly stimulating flow of information. Our attention spans are shortening. We expect to be entertained and engaged instantly. This has huge implications for all forms of media, from movies to news to education. The TikTokification of culture means that everyone is now competing with an endless scroll of perfectly personalized content. Can a 2-hour movie compete with 1,000 15-second videos that give you a continuous dopamine hit? Can a long-form news article hold your focus? These are the questions that every content creator, every company, and every artist is now facing. So the next time you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through TikTok, remember that you are on the front lines of the biggest battle in modern technology. A battle for your attention. Google and Meta are not just scared of dancing videos. They are scared of losing their grip on the future. They are scared of an algorithm that knows what you want to see before you do. They are scared of a world where they are no longer the center of the digital universe. The war for attention is on, and the outcome will define the internet for the next generation. It is a story that is still being written one swipe at a time. Thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this? Do you find yourself using TikTok for search or spending less time on Instagram? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. It really helps us out. We will see you in the next one.